You take Wednesday, Thursday, then just send him my way. Think I got it covered for the weekend. I gotta say I'm in a mood for a little bit more than. Hello. I am filming this literally 2 seconds after finishing last week's video, so hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed this. We're gonna get straight into it. It's a Q&A. I don't have that many followers, so I've had to use my extensive research to find some questions, basically, that are worth answering. Get cause. So, have you ever been bullied? I thought this was an interesting thing to talk about, actually, because I was severely bullied in school. Like, severely. I used to get food spat at me. Like, all the boys would basically be like, why are you even alive? Like, you're actually the grossest human being I've ever seen in my life. So that was fun, and definitely carry some of that with me still, which is quite sad, actually, because all those boys who used to bully me in school, after we left school, oh, teacher, oh, come, let's do this, oh, come. Sorry, but do you actually think I don't respect myself enough to come and sleep with you after you actually used to cuss me within an inch of my life? Are you actually taking the piss? Anyway, I think it's funny as well to think of how like that was my whole life at the time, and like I was like, oh my god, like, and now when you actually think back, it just didn't matter. Like, it actually didn't matter. Those people are so irrelevant to me now. Like, I wish so badly that I could talk to my 13-year-old self, 12-year-old self, and just be like, babe, honestly, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, honestly, it doesn't fucking matter. Please stop being so upset, stop being so stressed, stop being so just feeling shit all the time, kind of thing. Like, do you know what I mean? I just wish I could speak to myself then and just be like, it actually doesn't matter. I promise you. So, I mean, I doubt there's any, like, 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds watching my video, but if there is, and you're living your best life in school, lap it up, because it ain't gonna last. And if you're living your worst life in school, don't lap it up, because it ain't gonna last. Don't worry about it, babe. It's gonna be fine. Look, here I am, thriving. Anyway, question number 2. What do you think happens when we die? Now, I wanted to add in this question, right, because I need everyone to collectively think the same thing as me so that I can delude myself further into this actually being the case. Basically, I just refuse to believe. I don't care if it's reincarnation. I don't care if it's fucking a spirit. I literally don't care what happens, as long as it is something. I swear to God. Imagine, sorry, but like, imagine you just die and there's nothing more. So I was born without asking to be born into this world, forced to go to school, forced to go to a different school, forced to go to college, potentially, I didn't go to uni, but potentially going to uni, to then go into a job that you probably don't actually want to do, just so that you can live a life that you didn't ask to live. And then retire when, like, you literally can't even stand up anymore. To then die and there be nothing. Sorry. That can't be the case. That can't be the case. It can't. I refuse. So, we're all going to collectively believe something happens. I don't care what it is. Even if I'm in hell, at least it's something. You know? Right, good. Now we're on the same page. Thanks. What do you do when no one else is around? Okay, if you don't, put your headphones in. It has to be headphones. I'm sorry. A speaker is just not the same. Put your headphones in. Scroll through all your songs, right? Cue your faves. Cue the ones you're feeling right now. If you want to be a bad bitch, cue the bad bitch songs. If you want to be singing your heart out, cue the ballads. You see where I'm going with this, right? and then sing at the top of your lungs, and I promise you, you will be over the moon at the end of this session, and you will be upset that now you're no longer alone. I mean, it's also fun to do with other people, but when it's just you, it hits different. I'm sorry, it hits different. It hits different. What do you consider the ultimate comfort food now? It was, do you know what was... This has just literally just come back into my head. I used to eat, for comfort food, grapes. I would go and buy a punnet of grapes, red grapes, of course, or black. Preferably red or black, definitely not green. You're disgusting if green grapes are your favourite. And then I would buy a 2-litre bottle of lemonade, and I would sit there and I would eat the grapes and I would drink the lemonade. And for some reason, like, that just made me, that was my comfort food. That is so weird, isn't it? Now that I think, to be fair, at the time, I remember saying to my mum once, like, why do I eat this? Like, what is going on? Like, normal people are like, I'm going to go and eat a fat McDonald's, or I'm going to get a Domino's, or I'm going to, like, eat loads of donuts. And I'm like, grapes! But now, yeah, I mean, it's a comfort food, but, like, I will fully eat it every single day of my life. Chicken dippers, specifically the ones from Iceland, and bird's eye potato waffles with Chick-fil-A sauce. That is a fucking meal and a half, mate. Oh my God, I could eat that every single day. Every single day in my life, I could eat that. Oh, so banging. If I'm upset, I'll eat it. If I'm happy, I'll eat it. Any emotion, any time of day, anything happening in my life, a zombie apocalypse going on, whack in the dippers of waffles, mate. Whack them in, because all we fix as soon as I finish this meal. When was the moment in your life you laughed the hardest? Now, I have 2 that come to mind. One with my best friend and one with my boyfriend. So the one with my best friend, I believe, happened first. And basically, there's a road. It's long, yeah? The road is long. We're going down this road, and this road is long, right? This road is like, I can't even begin to explain it. It's long as fuck, right, this road. Anyway, we're driving down this road, and I feel like I started it. I might be wrong, but it doesn't really matter. But I feel like I started it, and I was like, fucking hell, this road's so long. Like, I could get pregnant and give birth and still be driving down it. So we were literally going back and forth, 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 back and forth. I promise you, we said at least 50 things. Like, at the very least, I even think it was 100. Like, being serious, we were going for ages. And we were crying, like, literally. It was definitely dangerous for her to be driving, because we were crying with laughter at, like, some of the things we would each come up with. And then by the time we couldn't think of any more things, we were still driving down this fucking road. Like, oh my God. That, impeccable scenes. Impeccable scenes. If I had anything on video that I don't have, I wish it was that. I wish I could watch that back every single day of my life. Oh my God, it was so funny, because it was like, we were like, and you could clearly tell that neither of us could think of any more things. And then it was worse, because obviously we were crying so much. After we'd composed ourselves, I think she said, but we're still, she was like, we're still on this fucking road. And then it was just, honestly, like, could not breathe. Like, it was so funny. Oh, I actually wish you were all there. Like, I wish I had it on video so I could show you, because it was honestly hilarious. And I remember telling my mum about it, and I remember I couldn't even get it out, because I was like, this is too funny. But yeah, anyway. Oh, the other one. Yes. I literally knew. I was like, I can hear you breathing.
You can?
Yes.
I'm not that loud.
No, but I'm like, because I'm like, there's a person there. And then I'm listening, I can just hear like, And I'm like, what?
You still doing your video?
I'm filming too. What? Go on, you can chime in. When was the moment you laughed? When was the moment in your life where you laughed the hardest?
Probably when my friend fell.
That's so
No,
deep.
no, but we were playing football and PE, yeah?
Yeah.
And then he was running to get the he was running full speed. I don't know what happened. Just both of his legs lift up and then he goes and then there's a fence there. So he's running and then both of his legs just move up and then he's like into the fence. Everyone was laughing. It was so funny.
Oh no, was he alright? Oh bless him, did he smack his face on the fence?
Nearly.
Oh no.
It's just and then he just got up.
Was he just like
He was on the floor and then he just got up like and then just
walked away?
like nothing happened.
Fair though.
And continue playing.
Fair. What else are you gonna do? What else when you fall? What you have to actually just get up and act like nothing happens. No, that's jokes. Did you hear what I said?
No.
But yeah, that was one. And then the other one was me and Isaac watched a Wallace and Gromit episode.
Yeah.
And it's called like To the Moon. I'm gonna insert the clip because you have to see it. But it's basically like Wallace and Gromit are on the moon, yeah? And they take a ball and Wallace kicks the ball. The man.
Yeah.
He kicks the ball and he's like this. Waiting for the ball to come back down. But he's on the fucking moon. So there's no gravity. So he's just stood there like... And I literally couldn't breathe. Like, me and Isaac watched it back, being serious, about 8 times. Like, we watched it back, like, probably, like, 5 or 6 times, and then at the end, we rewinded it all the way back to that bit and watched it back again. Oh my, so funny. But it's like, you know, sometimes, yeah, like, things have to happen at a certain time.
Yeah.
So I feel like, not if that happened at a different time, but like, if that happened now, I probably wouldn't laugh. But just in that moment, it was just so funny. Like, imagine you're actually a fully grown man and you're like, waiting for the ball to come back. Are you actually joking? And then it's just like, he's just like, oh. Like, he's just like, well, like, it's not coming back then. Like, so weird. Did you come in here for a reason? No? Okay, cool. Do you want to stay while I film?
I'm supposed to watch, but I might stay a little bit.
Okay. He might stay a little bit. Feel free to chime in. If you were going to get some ink, what would you choose and why? Oh my god, cool. I picked this question specifically so I could talk about my tattoo because I'm so excited. But I'm also really scared. Also, look at this, right? So, I want to get a dragon on my side. I'm going to put all the reference pictures on the screen so you understand the vibes. So I found this man, blah, 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 started speaking to him, sent him the reference pictures, all of this, whatever, anyway. So he's like, oh, like, come in, have a chat with me. We'll, like, discuss it over, blah, blah, blah. So I go in, right, speak to him about it, and then, like, he's messaging me after. He's like, oh, yeah, like, just send your deposit money and this, that, and the other. He said, I think you should get some... When I was there, he was saying, he thinks I should get numbing cream because obviously it's a massive tattoo and I'm going to be there for 7 hours. So he was like, get some numbing cream. He sent me the link to the numbing cream, okay? He said I need 2 tubes per session and I've got 2 sessions. So obviously, maths is maths. How many tubes is that?
That's 4.
Correct. So I bought 4 tubes. Look at the fucking size of this tube, please.
It's supposed to be for what?
I need 2 to cover me from here all the way down to here.
So...
Explain to me, yeah, how this times 2 is covering all of that. Look at that. Bear in mind, the bottle has to even be smaller because it has to fit in the box. I haven't even looked at it. Are you serious? I'm sorry.
It's not even enough for your face.
Like, guys, Mum was like, maybe you just don't need that much. It's literally, look at that. I'm sorry. It's the exact same size as my middle finger. It's literally the exact same size. Like, it's basically half of the side of my body. How? He's the tattoo man, so I'm gonna trust him. But also, another tattoo I want to get is the word Sonder. Another tattoo I want to get is 1111 because I've probably, okay, not every single day, but more or less every single day for like 3 years. And what else? Oh, I want to add to my Adventure Time, I want to add BMO. And I also want to get the Cat in the hat tattooed because the Cat in the Hat is my favourite film. Do you believe in aliens?
Depends. Well, probably actually, because if you think about it, how big the universe is, we can't be the only people. Like,
I personally think you're an idiot if you think aliens don't exist. Like, I'm sorry, but knowing that like our solar system is like one of 856 million solar systems, you actually think Earth is the only planet with life on it? Are you actually being serious? Like, that's embarrassing.
Unless you've explored it, the whole universe.
But even like to the point of, I think thinking that aliens don't exist is way more terrifying than thinking they do exist. Imagine humans, well, Earth is the only planet in the whole universe to have life. That's scary. Because that to me means life should not be existing.
All we're here for a reason.
I mean, all we're here for a reason. I'd love to know what that reason is. Oh, what's your survival plan during a zombie apocalypse? Me and Isaac have this argument all the time. Yes, argument.
That's a hard one, mate. But
would you try and survive?
Of course.
I would kill myself straight away.
Why?
Because I'm not surviving. And I'm not being eaten by a zombie. Ugh. I'd rather shoot myself in the head. At least then I'm just dead straight away. What's your number one karaoke song? Right. I put this on here because I must know. Please, if you ever comment on any of my videos, please, Lord, can it be this one? What is one song you know every single word to without fail? Every single word. I discovered mine is Take Me to Church and Valerie by Amy Winehouse. 10 out of 10, mate. I was very pleased with myself when I figured this out. Also, songs like Big Fish, Little Fish don't count. I'd quite like to make that clear. Like, you know that song that's like, Tequila! That doesn't count. Because everyone knows all the words to that because there's literally, what is it? Know that song? What? You never heard that song? Really?
I'll sing the rest of it, mate.
That's literally it. What's your favourite piece of random trivia? This is actually, I kind of am not answering the question correctly because it's my least favourite. But apparently, we can smell our lungs, but our brain just ignores the smell. Like, we can see our nose, but our brain just ignores it. Sorry. That's disgusting. What I want to know is, right? What I want to know is, how do I smell my lungs on purpose? Because I can look at my nose. Do you see what I'm saying? I can choose to look at my nose. So how do I choose to smell my lungs? Because I want to know what my lungs smell like. Why isn't it just a case of like thinking, oh, why is that a thing? Also, that is haunting me, the fact that I can smell my lungs, and I feel like it needs to haunt you as well. So you're welcome. What's your favourite colour and what's your least favourite colour? My favourite colours are mint green, baby pink, rose gold, and my least favourite, two least favourite colours?
Orange and...
technically there's three.
Don't know.
Orange, I hate orange. Swamp green.
No, you've never told me that.
Yes, I have.
And what else?
Brown. Brown only looks nice on people. I'm sorry. Actually, and clothes. I take that back, and clothes. Some clothes, though. My boyfriend has brown trousers. I'm not a fan of them. He also has brown shorts. Again, I don't approve. What's your favourite colour / colours?
Don't really have any, but not like it kind of like changes. Like it could be in the same day, it could change like 4 times.
Indecisive. Least favourite? Always the same? Or
Murky green, like swamp green.
yeah, disgusting.
I never used to like green the colour anyway.
I love the colour green, but I love like these two mixed together. Are is my favourite green.
My favourite colour actually would be like maybe
These two.
sunset orange would probably be maybe my favourite.
Favourite colour?
Maybe.
Wow, the betrayal.
If I imagine someone had like sunset eyes.
That'd be sick though.
That's what I'm thinking.
But also, it'd be equally as sick if someone had red eyes or yellow eyes or any other colour that isn't normal for eyes. If you could have a superpower, what would you choose? There's only one correct answer. And that is just teleportation. You don't need telekinesis because you can just teleport to whatever thing is that you want. If you want the remote, just teleport next to it.
Okay, but I'm watching. Yeah, but what? Let's say good point. But I was gonna say, like, let's say you're sitting on the chair, yeah. The remote's on the table, and then you wanna get it, so you just use telekinesis. You don't have to move. You don't like.
Yeah, I get that, but also like telekinesis, you can only use, I would assume, with things you can see. I couldn't be like, Isaac, come here. I couldn't be like, oh, popcorn from view. If I could teleport, I could go to Isaac and even potentially bring him back here. I could go, I'll just wait till view's closed.
That's true.
Get a cheeky old ballet on, teleport in, get me popcorn, teleport out. Perfect. Or even teleport to the basement while it's open, get the bloody popcorn that they've got down there. They obviously got reserves. So, the only correct answer is teleportation. Telekinesis would be sick, but I think telekinesis would be sick as well. Like, if you could only have one, it has to be teleportation. Also, if anyone ever finds out how to teleport, or they get approached saying about teleporting, send them my way, because I will pay you back. I'll teleport you places, any day of the week, any time of day. If you need me, call me, no matter where you are. What's your most watched movie? What movie treat you seen the most?
Probably Cat. I can't even lie.
You don't think it's Pitch Perfect?
No. Actually, that depends. I don't know. Because I never used to like. Well, I
Mum's gonna beat you in a minute, you know.
What's the time?
9:26.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, my most watched movie is either LOL with Miley Cyrus in it. I fucking love that movie. Or Cat in the Hat, obviously. I literally watched it on Saturday and it was incredible. And I was reciting it and my best friend was like, are you reciting? Yes, bitch. Yes, I fucking am. Do I know more or less every single word? Yes, I do. Mr. Humberfloob! Mr. Humberfloob! It's 9:02. Staff meeting. Staff meeting. Come on. He should not be here. He should not be about. He should not be here when your mother is out. Come on. He's violating 17 of your mother's rule. City morgue. 18! Come on, guys. Come on. I might even watch it again. I fucking love that film. I love it. Have you done any cosmetic surgery? So, no, but I have had my lips filled, which everyone's always like, oh my god, have you had your lips filled? Oh my god, you've had your lips filled. And I'm like, yes, I have. Because I didn't used to have a top lip. And I'm sorry, but for a black girl, that is disrespectful. It's disrespectful. I didn't have a top lip, okay? So we needed to fix that. And I very much had a bottom lip. Like, there's hardly any filler in my bottom lip. There's literally filler on my bottom lip to get rid of the wrinkles. well, not get rid of them, but like lessen the wrinkles, and that is literally it. I'll insert a picture of me prior to lip filler, and then I'll insert a picture after I got my first round, and then I'll insert a picture after I got my second round, and you're welcome, because that is a hilarious picture. Favourite swear word? My favourite swear word is obviously What was your childhood nickname? Mom! I have a question for you. What were my childhood nicknames? I've got Diesel, I've got Smeasel. And that's as far as my knowledge goes.
Oh, I can't remember. Deja.
Basically, in our family, like, as a child, you have 9 million nicknames, and then as you grow up, then slowly but surely you just call your actual name. I would love to know if other people do that.
And forget actually
what they were. Jacob, Bocage, Broccoli. Actually, I call him Broccoli now. What is it? Bok. Just too many. Telefonale. Tau. I call him Tea Leaf now. When he's 18, imagine. Tea Leaf.
Jakesy Bakesy. I think Kaylee used to call him Bakesy Boo or something.
I wish we had written these down. That would have been so cool.
When you used to make everyone call you DJ.
Don't remind me. It actually makes me feel sick. You might have people now, though. I'll introduce myself. Hello, I'm DJ. Can I call you DJ? No! Is that what I said? Did I say that? No, I didn't. Yes, ma'am.
That's mad.
Almost every time. Hi, I'm DJ. Oh, can I call you DJ? It's the same amount of syllables.
But isn't it funny how you did want to be called that?
Ugh.
And now you actually hate it.
Yeah, because it's cringy. That's why I hate it, though, because I was like, call me DJ. Oh my god. Like, vom, like that. It makes me feel sick. However, I did start a trend at school.
Did you?
Yes, everyone was, so Courtney was like, I'm CJ. Emily Ty was MJ. Tyrese, obviously, TJ. Guess what Sophia was called? SJ. Ellie was EJ. And even sometimes we'll talk about it still.
That's so cool.
Remember MJ? Yes, I do. Ew.
Quiet.
But also, trendsetter.
Of course.
Okay, we've got a couple more. 40 minutes. How? I actually just chat so much shit. And here I am, continuing to chat shit. Right. This, I'm not even answering this, but this just made me really laugh. Like, when I was like looking for questions, I found one that said, have you ever danced without leaving room for Jesus? And I just thought that was really funny. Like, it was like juicy questions to ask your friends. Have you ever danced without leaving room for Jesus? Yeah. Like, what? How do I dance to Brock Off Your Back? Well, I have to not leave room for Jesus. Come on. Unless Jesus wants to go at the front, then I technically have left room for Jesus. So, depends how you want to look at it. Have you ever given or received a hickey? Now, I had to add this because it was actually the best day of my life when I got a hickey, because obviously, black. I didn't think I would be able to contract. Is that the right word? Receive. You know what I'm trying to say. So I was like, I remember begging Isaac, please, suck on my neck. Like, I obviously didn't say that, but I'm like, please, can you just try? I just want to know if I can get them or not. It was so faint, but I was like, God, I literally showed everyone I knew. I was like, guys, oh my God, look at this. I'm sure everyone was like, all right, hun. Like, no one gives a shit. What's your worst sexual experience? See, I wanted to add this in because as soon as I read that question, I just, like, this experience popped into my head. And said experience was, I was just about to do the deed with this boy, right? There was no preparation at all. It was just straight to the deed, right? Straight to it. And he went to put his inside, and obviously couldn't because it was the fucking Sahara Desert. And then he went, oh, you need to cream first. And I literally almost threw up. Ugh. What a disgusting thing to say to someone. Like, that's actually vile. Ugh. Which celebrity would be your hall pass? Okay, this is the final question, and I have very many things to say about this indeed. I think everyone should have hall passes, okay? Why is that not a thing? And if you don't know what a hall pass is, it basically is if you were ever to get into a situation where you were allowed, where you could sleep with whoever the person is, you're allowed to, even if you're in a relationship. So, I think if you meet any celebrity that you are attracted to, specifically that you are attracted to, and that opportunity arises, in my opinion, please do that. I'm sorry. Chances are you are never, ever, 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 ever going to get that opportunity ever again in your life. Realistically, you're probably never going to get the opportunity, which is why hall passes are fine. But if you were to get the opportunity, the likelihood of that happening again is basically zero. So you're telling me you're going to pass that up because you're in a relationship? Sorry, sir, but I'm telling you right, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. By all means. Only issue is, if it's Margot Robbie, I have to be involved. That's the only rule I have. That's it. I feel like in a relationship I'm quite secure because I don't really care about a lot of things that like normal or the typical girl cares about. I just think, I'm not being funny, but like Isaac thinks Ariana Grande is sexy as fuck. And if she was like, do you want to have sex with me right now? And he said no because he's with me, I'd feel awful. I'm not gonna lie, I'd actually feel guilty. So that's why I'm like, just go ahead. Because actually also, I'm telling you, whether you give me the hall pass or not, if Justin Bieber, if Miguel, if Dylan O'Brien, like you're telling, if Johnny Depp, okay, you're telling me the celebrity you find the sexiest, Zendaya. Hello? You're telling me they're coming up to me and they're saying, come on, let's go. And I'm saying, no, sorry, I'm in a committed relationship. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I'll be ringing you after and I'll be like, oh my God, guess what just happened? And you better be excited for me. Because I would be excited for you. And on that note, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I'm so sorry it was, like, I literally don't understand how it's this long. I'm not even joking. I literally said to my best friend earlier, I want it to be 20 minutes. I've now been filming for 46 minutes and 4 seconds. Are you fucking joking? I love you. I hope you have had a good week. I hope you continue to have, well, I hope you have a good week. I hope you have had a good week. I hope to see you here next week. Like, share, subscribe. Please comment any feedback, any suggestions, any positivity, anything. But yeah, please share. And I love you. And I'll see you in next week's video. Bye!